So we've got number 4, a couple buying a house borrows $250,000 for 15 years at 6% interest compounded monthly. What's the couple's monthly house payment going to be? How much will the couple pay in interest? If the couple were to pay an additional $250 each month toward their home, how much sooner would that be paid off? And how much interest would this save them in the process? And is paying the $250 a month worth doing? So this is a loan, and so it's going to behave like present value of an annuity. So we'll start with our SARM 10. And so let's see, they're borrowing 250 grand, and so the total amount borrowed is 250,000 bucks. It's going to be for 15 years at 6% interest, compounded monthly. And we're trying to figure out what their monthly house payment is going to be. So R over M is 0.06 over 12. And let's see what that comes out to be. I think it's going to be 0.005. Yep, so 0.005. And MT is 12 times 15. So that's going to get us to 180. And present value of an annuity is something like this. Present value, 1 minus 1 plus I to the negative n over I. And so we're going to have 250,000. Trying to figure out what that payment's going to be. 1 minus 1 plus 0.005 to the negative 180 over 0.005. And so I'm going to copy and paste my formula from a different slide deck over here into Wolfram. And we're borrowing a total of 250,000. Trying to figure out what that payment is. I is 0.005. N is 180. And we can divide by 118,504. We get a monthly payment on this house of $2,109.63. That's a hefty house payment. So 2,109.63. So going back to our questions here, the monthly payment is going to be that much. So the monthly payment will be 2,109.63. And how much will they pay in interest? And so there's part A. Part B is going to be the monthly payment times the number of payments. And so we're paying 2,109.63 every month for 15 years. And so I'm going to do that on the side here on my calculator. 2,109.63 times 12 times 15. And we get a total payoff of $379, $733.40. So total payoff is $379, $733.40. And so to figure out how much they paid in interest, we just basically subtract 250,000 from that. So total interest is going to be 129, 733.40. So they're going to pay $129,733.40 in interest in order to be able to buy this house. That is a heck of a lot of interest. If I was these people, I would be actively watching for a lower interest rate and refinance my house, like I did twice. So part C, if the couple were to pay an additional $250 per month toward their home, how much sooner would this allow them to have their house paid off? And we're going to ask if that would be, we're asked if that would be worth doing. And so the answer to whether or not that's worth doing is going to be sort of situationally dependent for this couple, but we'll give our advice. So right now our payment is going to be $2,109.63. They want to add $250 to that. So that would put the payment at $2,359.63. Okay, just checking my math there for a second. And so the rate is still going to be 6%. The number of compounding periods is still 12. We don't know how long it's going to take them to pay the house off. And so the S is still going to be $250,000. Still borrowing that much. We're trying to figure out how much time it would take with that size of monthly payment. And so 0.06 over 12 is going to be 0.005. And MT is going to be 12T. So the same formula that we used up here. So S equals R times 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n over I. And so we'll fill our information in. We've got $250,000 is borrowed. Monthly payment is $2359.63 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.005 to the negative 12t over 0.005. And so 250,000. Monthly payment is $2359.63. And 0.005, 12t for our n, and 0.005. So we get t is 12.606. So this would reduce the term of their loan by about 2.5 years. And so let's figure out, what are we asked here? How much money and interest would doing this save the couple? And so we need to figure out how much the total payoff would be. So total payoff is going to be the monthly payment. So 235,963 times 12 months in a year times 12.606 years. And so got my calculator going here. So the total payoff is going to be 356,945.95. So total payoff is 356,945.95. Total interest is just over $100,000. So 106. Again, to do this, I'm just subtracting how much they bought the house for by how much it's going to take for them to pay it off. 945.95. So if we look at the total interest that was paid up here as compared to down here, this option would save them about $23,000, and it would shorten the term of their loan by about 2.5 years. So let's rate that. So if we were advising this couple, we would tell them, hey, doing this Let's elaborate on doing this. So paying an additional $250 per month would shorten your loan by about 2.5 years and save you about $23,000. And then the last piece there, everyone, should they do it, is paying the additional $250 worth it. Really depends on the couple. If they can afford $250 a month more, go for it. If they can't afford it, there's really no point in talking about it because you can't spend money that you don't have. So moral of the story, everyone, is it's good to get loans paid off faster. It saves you money.